having variety in your diet is important, but even I find myself going back to the same dinners again and again and again and again. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my top 5 favorite healthy dinners right now. So of course, as someone who loves food, I like having different things and trying new recipes, but at the same time, I have to fit my food in with my life just like everyone else. And also sometimes I get really into one food or one meal and I just want to have it all the time. So with those two things combined, there are some meals that pop up on my meal plan more often than others. And so with that in mind, I thought it would be fun to show you some of the meals that I've been loving right now. And that is something that's important to note. These aren't meals that are always like staples in my meal planning, but they're the ones that I've been turning to for now, because this does change depending on how I'm feeling and also what time of year it is. So let's get started with the first meal, and that is a spatchcocked chicken with roasted potatoes and a massaged kale salad. So this meal is really nice because it's all the deliciousness of a roasted chicken, but it happens a little bit faster. So when you spatchcock a chicken, all you're doing is cutting out the spine so then you can kind of open it up like a book and lay it out flat. And so when you do that, the chicken cooks a lot more evenly, a lot faster. You get crispy skin all across the whole thing, and so it's a lot easier to get the results you want in a lot less time. So when I do that, I just lay it out on a sheet pan, and then I cut up the potatoes and I put those kind of around and under the chicken, and then I just season it up however I want. Sometimes it's more like lemon and herbs, other times it's more like paprika and garlic and different spices. I can change up the flavorings depending on how I'm feeling, but the overall method is the same. And then for the veggie with this one, I really like doing the massaged kale salad because it's just kale, lemon juice, salt, and olive oil, and having that lemony flavor in there I think is really nice to have with the potatoes and the roasted chicken that are a little more hearty. The lemon kind of offsets that a little bit, and overall the flavors just work really well together. Oh, and side note, all the pictures that I'm showing you today have been posted on my Instagram previously, except for one, I think. So if you're not following me on Instagram and you're liking the food and the photos and you want more of that stuff, then make sure you go follow me there, because that's where I post all of these kinds of things. Moving on to the second dinner, and that is taco night. And this is something that follows me throughout the year just because I can just shift up the ingredients depending on how I'm feeling and what's available. But the combo I've been going back to here lately is homemade corn tortillas with pinto beans, guacamole, salsa, hot sauce, cilantro, and then either some chopped cabbage or some chopped lettuce depending on what I have on hand. And taco night is great because it's delicious, but it's also easy and cheap, and it's just something that I really can't ever have enough of. I feel like I never get tired of it, so I don't have any problem putting it on the meal plan really often. Now the next meal is one that actually comes from a cookbook, which isn't the norm for me because I do a lot of just like freestyle cooking, whatever I have, nothing too complicated, but this recipe is amazing. So this is the Big Bad Rooster Soup from the Homegrown Paleo Cookbook by Diana Rogers. This thing is amazing. I'll put a link for the cookbook below if you want to go check it out, but this recipe is just so good. One reason I like it is because, you know, when it's cold outside, soup is amazing, but the combo of flavors in this is just awesome. So it has the cabbage, it has chicken, which that's really good because a lot of times I can use leftover chicken if I roasted the chicken earlier in the week, and then I can use the extra bits for this soup. So those meals a lot of times do end up in the same week just for that reason, but it also has fish sauce and soy sauce in it, and you put cilantro on it, so it has kind of those flavors going on in there, a little lime juice, plus a few other things. It is so good, just so much flavor, but again, really easy to make, not super expensive, and just really, I don't know, it's like hearty and delicious, and it's just so good. It's one of my favorite recipes ever now. It's definitely at the top of my list, and anytime I make it, I'm super excited for it. The next meal I want to show you is something that I probably eat more than anything else in this list. It is the thing that goes on my meal plan every single week right now, and that is egg biscuits with kale salad. So it's fried eggs, whole wheat biscuits, the massaged kale salad, the same that I showed earlier with the chicken, and then I like to put hot sauce and cilantro on my biscuits. If we have a little guacamole left over from some other meal, like maybe taco night, then I'll put those on there too. But this combo is, again, something I just can't get enough of. I just love all the flavors. It's really quick and easy to make. It tastes good, and I just can't get tired of it. Moving on to the next meal, and that is grass-fed burger patties with roasted potatoes and then a salad with with balsamic dressing. And again, this is something that's super simple. I just have to mix up the ground beef, maybe with some onion powder, garlic powder, or maybe just chopped onion, whatever, salt, pepper, nothing crazy. Just mix it up in there, make the little patties, put them in the pan, and then the roasted potatoes, just toss those with whatever spices, olive oil, salt, get those in the oven, and then it's kind of a hands-off situation because those just kind of cook, they do their thing, just have to watch the burgers to flip them one time, so it's not anything that's super involved. And then I can get the salad ready, and then for the dressing, it's just balsamic vinegar, olive oil, and a little Dijon mustard, shake it up in a jar, and there you go. So not something that you need like some crazy equipment or cooking skills for. It tastes really, really good. And then also, just a side note to take your burgers to the next level, I really like the Annie's Organic Dijon mustard. It is my favorite mustard. It just tastes so good, and I pile it on there. I use more mustard than probably any other person. I mean, in general, I just like mustard a lot, but this mustard is so good. So if you haven't tried it, I would definitely recommend it. And let me know in the comments, what are some of your go-to dinners right now? And do you like this type of video where I show you a bunch of dinners in one thing? Because I do my what I eat in a day videos, but that's just a snapshot of one day, and I kind of like this idea to give you a little bit of a broader picture. But let me know what you think, and if you like this video and you want to see more like this, and definitely give it a thumbs up. And if you are new here and you want more healthy eating tips and nutrition info and healthy recipes and all that kind of stuff, then make sure that you subscribe, because eating healthy and living a healthy lifestyle really doesn't have to be complicated, and I want to show you how to do it. And if you're loving the free info here, but you're finding that you need something more personalized, don't forget that I do offer one-on-one nutrition coaching and counseling. So if you're interested in working with me, just let me know and we can get that set up for you. Thanks for watching. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll talk to you next time.